score 40-36. While Judge Barbara Perez has it 39-37. All for the winner by unanimous decision, the crown jewel.
You know it's AB, always balling, always boarding, a lot of bills. You know what's going on, man. You know, shout out to Crown Jewels Boxing, man. You know, my people. You know, they get it in over there, straight up.
Lamar Peterson, giving a shout out to CrownJewelBoxing.com.
What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing, back with another gem. Unfortunately, as you guys know, I'm a big Gervonta Davis fan, but unfortunately, he has some things going on that may place his fight with Hector Garcia and even his future fight with Ryan Garcia in further damage. He was arrested on domestic violence charges on yesterday. It's extremely unfortunate. We don't know what happened. You know what I mean? If you weren't there, we don't know what happened. But what I can say, some of these things can be a result of a fighter being involved in too much with regards to his career. This is one of the reasons you have managers and promoters to protect you from yourself. We as people, you know, we do what makes us comfortable. Most managers and promoters, when you're in camp, are not going to send your significant other to camp with you. Why? Because she can serve as a distraction. And because they're a part of your team, they understand that any distractions are a threat to what you guys are trying to accomplish and a threat to what you were working for, which is your bag. So 9 times out of 10, everybody that's in camp with you understands that it's all about the fighter. We're here to work for the fighter, make sure the fighter's as comfortable as possible to get him through the task at hand. I'm not sure, you know, what happened, but when you bring in civilians to camp or a significant other or a woman, they have wants and needs that need to be exercised and maybe don't understand that at that point in camp it's all about the fighter because it is not their business per se. There are exceptions to the rule. Good friend of mine, 5-time world champion Virgil Hill, used to take his wife with him to camp. But his wife was heavily involved in his career and had been around for quite a long time prior to starting to go to camp with him. So she understood the business side of it, even understood a fighter's psychological state while in camp, and realized I have to give him space. I have to do whatever is necessary to make sure his mental is right so he can go take care of the task at hand. Why? Because she was a wife, not a girlfriend. So it wasn't that she didn't want him to fumble his bag. She didn't want him to fumble their bag. So she was a little more vested. So it's a little different when you have a wife as opposed to a girlfriend. But unfortunately, like when I was a young fighter, legendary trainer in my area, Mike Hall, used to make a statement. A fighter that handles on his own business has a fool handling his business. And I didn't really understand that when I was young, but I understand it now. We're egotistical, we're prideful, we think we can do everything. But when you have other people handling your business that look out for you, sometimes they can protect you from yourself. So all I'm saying is we don't know the circumstances around this domestic, but one thing I do know, you can't have a domestic if your girl ain't in camp with you. And when you have older, more experienced people making these arrangements for you, 9 times out of 10, they're not taking your girl with you to camp. They're just not going to buy her a ticket. So I hope this situation works out the best for everyone involved. I don't want to pass judgment on Tank nor the other party involved, but it's just unfortunate. And sometimes as a professional athlete or someone working with a professional athlete, you just have to shield yourself, or the people around him have to shield them from this type of thing, because again, You're in camp working towards a goal to secure the future of yourself and your family. You don't have time for conflict with outside entities. You need to be focused on one goal. Get through camp the best way possible. Prepare for Hector Garcia so you can get a win and bring the bag home to your family. Unfortunately, again, in this modern day, more and more fighters are taking their careers into their own hands, which is a positive, but this is one of the negatives that come with it. Because there's nobody to shield and protect you from being put in a position like this. Like I said, we don't know how it's going to play out. Hopefully, it looks a lot bigger than it is. Tank did make one statement that it was self-defense. Again, if you ain't camp without your girl, there's no need to have to defend yourself. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, and your ass off the floor. Peace.